Okay, today we're going to talk about these little guys, the Maxm7219 and the fake Chinese clones. This one I've got here is a genuine new old stock Maxm7219 with a date code of 1997, week 25. And this is typical Chinese fake. Now the label is practically unreadable. Now these chips do actually work, but they do have a few small problems where they will display intermittent garbage or they'll lock up after a period of time. Various other bits and bats, but for the vast majority they do actually work. Now this one, obviously, the obvious problem is they've spelled Maxim wrong. Now you find with these chips, putting the bypass capacitor across the 5-volt on ground supply is very important. You need to put that as close to the chip as possible, otherwise the chip simply won't initialise. What you'll get is a brief flicker of the LED display, then it will just go out. And that is purely the bypass capacitor. They do need a very stable power supply. Now the original works perfectly fine, even without the bypass capacitor. You should fit one anyway, but no, the Chinese ones do have the problems. Now I'll show the difference between them. The genuine one, see, there's a single dot at the end indicating pin 1. There's no holes at either side. Underneath there is some marking, difficult to see what that is, just bear with me a minute. Right, a torch. So there are some markings underneath. It's like a serial number. Yeah, that's a serial number, and you'll see the 2 dots on either side that's embossed with some markings. Now if you get the fake, as you can see, the silk screen on the top is very faint, and there's 2 dots on either side, which is there and there. And they've spelt Maxim wrong. It's actually spelt Maximl. It's very difficult to see because the silk screen's faint. If I can get the focus right. There we go. Yep, as you can see it says Maximl. Now turn it over. Just says OS on the bottom. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with these Chinese fakes, it's just that they're okay for hobbyists, but you will find a lot of times where you'll be scratching your head wondering why it doesn't work, and it's simply because of the chip. You swap it for a genuine one and it works. Typically you have them in a long chain that won't work. Like I say, they do need a very stable power supply, and this genuine one works perfectly fine. If you're going to be making any products to sell, you want to be using the genuine chips, not the Chinese fakes. But yeah, you might find this useful to identify fakes. If you go through the eBay listings, which I'll just show you, you can see almost all of them are fakes. In fact, I can guarantee pretty much all of them are fake. But yeah, genuine ones won't have these dots on. That one doesn't. So yeah, hope you find that useful.